Hello and welcome to Diamond Art with Dell. I'm Dell, and today we are going to have a bit of a go at sealing this piece that I've done. It's just a small piece I've done of the Titanic there in a round bead, and so this piece here I'm not too concerned about. So we're going to just do a little bit of a trial run using the Deco Art Triple Thick Brilliant Brush On Gloss Glaze. As most of you would know, when you do these diamond paintings, that it is good to seal them to prevent not just the dirt and dust and that building up there in those crevices, especially in these round bead style ones, but also these drills may fall out in a few years to come, and you know, some of our bigger, more time consuming pieces we would like to preserve for as long as possible. And yeah, it's just a way of protecting your work. So what I've done with this piece is once I've finished it, I've just gone through and just straightened up the beads, etc. I've just used a toothbrush and so forth just to go over there to just make sure the surface is clean of any, maybe it's a little bit loose hair off clothing or a bit of wax build up on some of the drills, anything like that. Remove all that first. And just with a little acrylic brush, as it says here on this, I'm going to apply a coat of this, a thin coat of this, and what I want to try this time is, once I actually apply that onto the drills, I'm going to use a very damp, very lightly dampened cloth. This is a very soft cloth, something that's not going to leave any lint or anything or fluff behind. And my plan is I'm going to rub the top of all these drills to get the top layer of that and hopefully preserve as much sparkle as possible. So I'll just open this up and show you what it's like inside. It's got the safety seal there. Freshness. There we go. And inside we have, as you can see, a very nice thick looking varnish there. So this is supposed to have a nice gloss. So let's just pop a bit on there and see how we go. Now I don't think you're going to need a lot of this, and I'm just going to apply that and make sure I get that into all the crevices. I mean, you can get a bigger brush, this is probably better. I'm just going to use a small one. I'm going to make sure I work that right into all those beads there. And really cover that well. As you can see, it builds up. It builds up in between the gaps there. And I'm going to make sure I brush back and forth and really get in between those grooves. And I'm going to make a bit of a mess there too by the looks of it. Okay. For demonstration purposes, I'm just going to do that small section there, and I think I will be doing small sections at a time anyway. As you can see, applied there to the beads. You can see in the grooves between all the beads there, I think. There we go. It's I'm flying a bit blind here, aren't I? There you go. So it's applied in there. Okay. And just using the damp cloth, I'm going to rub the tops and get the clear off that top layer. And it's going to froth up a bit. But I'm going to keep going until it stops doing that. That excess on top so the beads still shine, but I'm going to keep as much of that in between the beads to give it a seal in between the grooves. Alright, I'm going to just have a bit more of a look at that bead and then I'll continue on in a moment. Okay, so we've wiped away the excess off there, as you can see. So I'm going to continue with this and do a bit more section. And see how it looks. Ideally, I think a bigger brush might be good for this, but because I'm just really testing this theory out, I want to work in smallish areas, so that's fine. If this is turns out to be a positive way of sealing my diamond arts that I'm happy with, then I will venture onto a bigger brush and become more confident doing bigger areas. A little bit of fluff just there. You want to get rid of that. You don't want to have the fluff on there. Okay, it's a bit thick, but I'm going to hopefully spread that out. Just crossing my brush strokes there, the hatch style. You can see that work into the grooves there, so I'm going to continue doing this. I've just changed from that other white cloth because I felt it was fluffing a little bit before, so that's going to be a trial and error too. It's just getting the right sort of cloth, and I want to wipe that top layer with a very mildly damp cloth, and I want to get all that very top part off the beads. It's going to bubble a bit, but I'm going to have to keep working that on. You can sort of see it bubbling up there, sort of going white. I'm going to keep wiping until it stops doing that. Find that you want to rinse your cloth regularly as well, otherwise you're going to get a build up and it's going to get quite sticky in there. Okay guys, so what I've decided, I'm going done this part here, as you've seen. Let me just speed that up for you. And the couple of hassles I had with a couple of the drills did come out when I was wiping. I'm not sure if that's just because I've got a bit of scarring in those areas and those beads were a little bit more raised and that's what's catching on the cloth. But just to be mindful of that when you are wiping your drills. I've, as you see, covered the area, wiped it back to where I've still got a bit of the gloss in between the grooves there. I'm going to leave this other side over here uncovered, unsealed for the time being to have a look at the difference once the left side has dried. So this varnish takes 24 hours to completely dry. So within the blink of an eye, it's going to be tomorrow. Okay, so here we are looking through this piece that we did using the gloss glaze on the left hand side there. And this is 12 hours after applying. I can't see a lot of difference in gloss of sparkle. What do you think, guys? Now the other thing at the moment you can tell has happened is that when you actually pick up the canvas, this side, as you can see, is quite stiff, and so the glaze has definitely got in between those beads there. You can see them. They seem to have got still their individual sparkle. I haven't lost any colour either off these drills, which has happened in other experiments. I'll have a look, see if I can add that video. This side here you can see is still, the canvas is still, you know, soft, pliable as it was before, and so you can get a lovely sparkle because of the movement. But I don't think we've lost really that sparkle there. So there we go. That's sealing your diamond painting using the triple thick I got from Amazon. So yeah, I think that's been a successful test on sealing diamond art and not losing that beautiful sparkle that makes these paintings so special. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to continue with this particular piece right across. So using that method there where you apply and then wiping off, and so I'm going to let this cure again for another 12 hours before I muck around with it too much, but I think the effect won't change. I might just pop a little bit of a video later. Well, there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little experiment and maybe got something to take away from that. And say, like, comment and subscribe if you'd like to see some more. Thanks for watching, guys. Bead your life beautiful. Cheers.